We met in 93, 94 when we were stationed out in Las Vegas. And we actually got married during lunch one day when we were out in Vegas wearing our BDUs. 21 years later, here we are. Mike, before his injuries, was a person with endless energy. You could ask him to do something, he was full throttle going at it. When he got injured, it was like he hit the proverbial brick wall, and everything just came to a stop. His military career was over, he was dependent on other people, and it was a big struggle and a big adjustment. I know it was difficult for him because he would watch me continue to put on the uniform and serve, whereas he really didn't have a choice of when his service ended. They decided for him. People that had saw him when he first got home from being injured, and they see him now, they say, yes, he has gotten better. However, they just see the outward appearance. One day it might be a good day where he can remember what he's supposed to do that day, interact with people, and then there's other days where it's very difficult, and there could be angry outbursts, there could be childlike behaviors. You just really never know what you're going to get from day to day. With the injury, a lot of his independence was taken away. It's hard for him to want me to help him out or someone else to help him out. And that's the thing with the Safe Step tub. I've had to help him bathe for countless years now, and this is going to be something else that gives him more independence. And I think that's going to help him out a lot with his confidence. And it's probably a 3 by 6. The doorway's narrow. He's in a wheelchair sometimes. You go in, the toilet, the sink, shower, and that's all we really had room for. So I would have to fight with him and say, we've got to get you cleaned up. We can't put this off any longer. It was quite a challenge. It's like there's so much that's been taken away from him, and I'm always trying to look for things. Well, what can I do to make it better for him? What can I do to help him improve, be more independent? And about that time, one of the Safe Step commercials came on, and we took the number down, and Mike called and talked with Carmen.
He just called and wanted to know how much our tub cost. And then he started, I talked to people all day long that just want to know how much it costs, but it went further than that. He explained to me why it was so important to him to have a tub, what he saw in the commercial and how it made him feel, that he hadn't been able to bathe since 2003 by himself. And then he broke down in tears talking about it, made me break down. You don't hear people openly discuss their want to bathe.
Mike, remember the gal you talked to on the phone? This is her in person. This is Carmen.
Good, how are you, Mike?
I can't believe it. I can't believe we argued so much over the phone, so I'm really happy that Lisa stood by your guns. It really means a lot. And there's only 2 things that you can give us that really mean anything to us. And that's a chance to be normal for a while, and a chance to see our family smile again.
We take for granted being able to bathe and that independence. You could hear that he didn't have it anymore, and he really, really wanted it. And he didn't ask for it. He didn't ask for anything for free. Something in his voice just touched me. It was stuck with me all day. Like I said, I had a hard time sleeping that night. I got up in the middle of the night and I wrote my boss an email asking her to ask the powers that be what we could do for him.
Just to be able to take a bath by myself, it's been over 10 years. And to have your wife have to do that every day for you is going to be a life-changing thing for me.
I'm excited for you.
I'm beyond. My wife's more excited not having to bathe me, I think, than anybody else is, especially without me falling down. I can't believe it. I can't. I love you so much. I love you too much. You're very welcome. The chance to be normal for just a short time means the world to us.
I didn't feel sorry for him. I heard the need in his voice to want to bathe himself, to the independence that you could tell that he'd lost. I'd never been so emotional on a phone call, and I talked to hundreds of people every week. It makes you humble. It made me stop and think about what I had. I may have even been having a bad day, and it pumped the brakes on all of it and made me really, really take into consideration everything that I have versus what he's lost to allow us to sit here and do what we do.
I've got one more person I want you to meet. This is Mike Duffer.
Hi.
He's the founder and president of the company.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. But everything everybody did here means a lot to me. I want you to know that.
To help veterans, to me, there's no greater gift than being able to help people like you. So. And I love your home. Guys, it's very nice. Your wife's done a heck of a job.
Yeah, they'll figure you out later.
I can't believe that thing. It's huge.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh my gosh. That thing's huge. I think the tub's beautiful. I'm speechless. That's very rare. That's amazing. I'm in shock. I just can't believe it. And I can't thank you all enough for everything.
I mean, it's good to work for a company that appreciates and values veterans, and I know that Mr. Duffer does.
I knew you're a golfer, and I knew this was perfect for you. So I thought if you could get your own seeing eye dog, it would help you with your putting.
Unlike any company I've ever worked for, Mike really does care about us. It's odd, for me, I didn't. He walks to the office and tells everybody good morning, and you wouldn't know that Mike Duffer was the CEO of our company.
I'm very excited. I know Mike's excited to use it because it's going to be independence for him, but just the things I'm being told this tub will do with the bubbles and the relaxation and this, I'm excited to use it. And this looks amazing.
Lights.
Oh. I'm liking this. Try not to cry here. From Carmen to Derek and Mike and just everyone at Safe Step, I cannot thank you enough for this gift and for the independence that is going to give Mike again. Just one little thing like this will have a huge impact and make such a difference in our lives, and I cannot thank you enough in making us part of the Safe Step family, and y'all are definitely a part of our family now as well. Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
You're a hell of a woman is all I can tell you.